name is Georgia and I'm a teacher from Brazil, and my little cat Princesa is going to help me teach this class, okay? So let's start. Okay, good morning everybody. How have you been? How was the weekend? In our class today, we're going to have a reading lesson. So take a look at this book, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Have you ever heard of this book? It's a classic, and it became even more famous when a movie starring Keira Knightley was released in 2005. Have you watched the movie? The story takes place in the end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th century in countryside England. Now, let's stop to think a little about this. Let's imagine for a moment how life was like at that time and place. Can you share any of your ideas? Okay, you are shy today, so I'll help you. How do you think families were organized back then? How was class distribution? Who was rich and who was poor at that time? What was the status of children? How were children treated and considered? Can you think of any other stories or movies that take place at a similar time and place? There are lots. Okay, today we're going to focus on chapter 1 of this book. By the end of the lesson, you'll write your own impressions and opinions of this chapter, okay? This will be your assessment. But first, let's start with a pre-reading activity about adjectives. So I'm going to give you a handout with some exercises for you to do. One for you, one for you, one for you. Okay, so you have 2 exercises on this page. In the first exercise, you must complete the chart with the adjectives and their related nouns. So for example, take a look at the list of words in the box. Which word do you think is the noun for the adjective happy? That's right, happiness. Okay. In the second, and then you continue by yourselves, okay? In the second exercise, you must choose the best alternative for each sentence between an adjective or a noun, like happy and happiness, for example, and you have to use the words you have in exercise 1, okay? So let's go, do it. Finished? All right, now you're going to get in pairs and compare your answers, okay? See if you two have the same ideas and the same answers for the exercise. While you do this, I'm going to copy the chart on the board for us to correct later. Let's check. Okay, so let's see. What was the noun you chose for happy? You already know this one? Yes, happiness. What's the adjective for pride? Proud. Arrogance, arrogant. Prejudice, the noun. What's the adjective? Prejudiced. Prejudiced. What's the noun for silly? Silliness. Now here, beautiful. Beauty. Adjective. Beautiful. Excited, the adjective. What's the noun? Excitement. Excitement. Delight. Delightful. Fear, afraid, and intelligent, intelligence. Okay, are you okay with all these words? Do you understand their meanings? Which ones can be considered positive adjectives? Which ones are positive, like good qualities? Happy, beautiful, what else? Excited, delightful, and intelligent. Okay, which ones can be considered negative adjectives? Arrogant, prejudiced, silly, not so serious, but okay. Afraid. And which one can be considered neutral? Proud. Alrighty, good job. Okay, let's practice a little these adjectives and nouns. Maria, can you tell me about a friend of yours who's silly? Jack, what are you afraid of in your life? John, does arrogance annoy you? How? And why? Okay, so you all have a copy of the book with you, right? So now let's open it on page 10, chapter 1. While you read, I also want you to highlight some of the key facts here using a highlighter, some of the key facts from the chapter, because guess what? I haven't read the book and I want you to tell me what happened in chapter 1, and I'm really curious. Go. Okay, can you tell me what chapter 1 was about? Maria, you can start. And then what happened, John? Okay, and then so on. Now, take a look at page 15. The second paragraph, this big one here. Let's read it together, okay? Let's do a choral reading for a change. Okay, so everybody together. One evening. Ba, ba, ba. Now, still working at the same paragraph. Can you circle all the adjectives? Okay, super fast. This is fast. Go. Okay, what did you find? The adjectives. Okay, small, good, worried. It's worried, Jack. Pretty, beautiful, dark, intelligent. Okay, surprised. Remember, do not pronounce the E. Surprised. Okay, good job. Now, pay attention to all these adjectives you circled. Which comes first in a sentence? Adjectives or nouns? Yes, adjective plus noun. And then if the noun is in the plural, what happens to the adjective? The adjective never changes. All right. Okay. So this was the beginning of my reading lesson on chapter 1 of Pride and Prejudice, and I hope you liked it. Bye-bye.